Hello everyone, welcome to the video. In today's video, I will be covering the definitive answer on who is getting the best head. In this video, we will be looking at each chipmunk individually and determining their nut meter, which will ultimately determine who is receiving the best head. Let's get into it. In this image that recently rose to popularity, we see Alvin Theodore and Simon receiving dome from their respective female counterparts. Although the image has gained popularity in 2019, the earliest known sighting of the image was in 2012. The image was reposted with the caption, "Who is getting the best head?" Some people look at the image purely for what they can see, just 3 chipmunks trying to catch their nut. That does help form a quick opinion, but that does not help find the correct answer. If we want that, we must look at each chipmunk's personality. Starting with Alvin, he is the leader of the group, the macho chipmunk, who clearly gets the most chipmunk ass. He is funny and quick-witted, which helps him with the female chipmunk endeavors. With this in mind, look at the photo. We clearly see his hand grasping the couch, his feet curled in, and his eyes looking up to God. Simply looking at this photo, you would automatically assume he is getting the best head, right? Well, consider his characteristics. A funny, outgoing, and wacky chipmunk. Thus, his actions are not out of character for Alvin. These actions would be something he would normally do. He's still in control, which means yes, he is still getting great top, but it's not the best. When you are still in control, then there is still room for improvement. Alvin's nut meter, solid 9.1 out of 10 nuts. Type of head being received, Big Swallow McDouble Slurp version 2.0. Next we move on to Simon. Simon is the smartest of the 3. So that does mean he has the best head in a different way. He is logical, smart, and a calculated chipmunk, often seen to be gentle and a hopeless romantic. With this information, look at the image. He is curled in with his feet in the air. His facial expression is that of concern, which helps in Simon's favor, as it is a good sign of great sloppy toppy. But once again, we see his hands are doing something, grabbing the head of Jeanette. This, once again, implies that Simon is in control of his body, but there is a clear contrast between him and Alvin. Notice his hands on the head of Jeanette. This means he is involved in the oral activity, thus meaning the head he's receiving is not top-notch. That being said, the characteristics of this chipmunk do not match his actions. This meaning he is moving out of his comfort zone to involve himself in this activity, thus meaning he beats out Alvin. Simon's nut meter, 9.3 out of 10. Type of head being received, 2-hand ham twister, previously unknown to North America. And finally, we move on to Theodore. Theodore is the youngest of the 3. A shy, caring, sensitive, chubby little chipmunk. Looking at the photo, it is clear to see that he is not in control of his motor functions. He is laid back, mouth wide open, showing plenty of reassuring concern for the head he is receiving. A key factor to look at is this. The female chipmunk he is getting head from is Eleanor. Eleanor is notoriously the thickest chipette out of the 3 in the main series. And it is scientifically proven that the thicker the chipette, the more nuts they can hold. Thus, the better head they can give, which is a major key to this timeless debate. The complete lack of motor functions along with the thickness of the chipette bring us to our conclusion. Theodore's nut meter, 10 out of 10. Type of head being received, Gulp Fiction. Well, there we have it, folks. Our clear, undisputed nut champion, the chipmunk who is getting the best head? Theodore. Now keep in mind, all three of these chipmunks were each getting great quality head, but Theodore beat them out by a nut. Disagree with my answer? Let me know in the comments so I know who's wrong. Thanks for watching.